Welcome back to Farming Simulator 25 with the Rude Man. Wow, when did that come in? Huh, I didn't realize that stuck out like that. Alrighty, well, I guess there's nothing to do about it. What did I set up different that's showing? I guess it doesn't matter. I could flip it around, I guess, and have the microphone set differently. But anyway, here we are. Gonna do a little farming. And I won't worry about the small stuff. I'm trying to see where the top of the camera is. There it is, right there. All right. Okay. Let's go. Let's do it. Back in Australia. How's everybody doing today? Well, I hope. What's going on here? Oh, is he not running? Probably not. Okay. Let's go back in the field. Get some more chaff. I was a little late getting started today because I had a plumber under the house all morning. The Gen Air range that we had, and if you remember, the Gen Air ranges are downdraft ranges for cooking, and that means that you normally, when you have a cook stove, on top of it there's a hood that collects all the smoke and the grease and whatever goes up from the food, the steam, all that stuff. In a Gen Air, it's all within the range itself. It's got a system in it that sucks all the stuff into it, separates the grease into a jar, and is filtered, and then that goes down into under the house and is piped out like a dryer vent. Well, as it turns out, when we pulled the range out the other day, we pulled the old one out in preparation of the new one coming in. There was a vent hole there, and there was a fan system, but whoever installed it just let it dump right under the house, so it wasn't vented out. Well, code now calls for it to be vented out. And when I talked to the guy that was doing the air conditioning, air conditioning guys that do venting.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers, Scorp. He said in the old days they didn't have regulations like that, and a lot of times they would just dump it under the house, just let it go. And there you go. So the guy's been in there all morning. It's taken him hours because he had not only put the vent in, he had to put it in a new location because the newer stoves, the venting is not where it used to be. It's in a different location. So they had to drill another hole. And yeah. And then he had to go under the house and put a new venting system in. Oh, jeez, what a pain. To vent it out of the house. So instead of a couple $100, it's probably going to cost me $1,000 or $2,000 to have all that work done. Because he's been here all day. And those guys get a couple $100 an hour. So, yeah. What was that? Oh, scorpion tearing a tree down. Of Christmas is over. Get the damn tree down. Wait a minute. Christmas isn't over yet. We still haven't got a tree up, and there's only less than a week left. I'm getting to the point where I'm trying to decide whether I'm even going to bother. I am trying to decide whether to shave. I'm tired of my beard being so long. I want to get rid of it. And I thought, well, it's only a week to Christmas. I guess I can let it go one more week. I got a dentist appointment tomorrow, though. I'm gonna go in there and they're gonna say, "Open your mouth." And I said, "It is open. I can't tell. Get all this hair around it." Who did magic? Scorpion's going crazy. Oh, notice I got the Christmas memes up, and they're working. So that's a good thing. What's new at home, Scorp? No time off for the hard workers? Hey Matt, how you doing? Matt's in the house. Merry Christmas. Have a merry Christmas. What's next? What haven't we seen? We saw Timber. We saw Magic. We haven't. Santa Cat. Anybody do Santa Cat yet? Matt says he's doing good. Matt's buying up all the tractors for Christmas. There's Santa Cat. Wasn't there a Santa tree as well? I think I like the Santa tree because there's those little nutbreaker. No, there's Holy Night. I was trying to remember all of them. U.S. National Weather Service has issued a high wind warning. Is that right? Again, we just lost power. A couple hours after the live stream on Tuesday, that windstorm that I was telling you about was supposed to start at 4 o'clock. Well, it did right at 4 o'clock, and power went out about an hour later, and it didn't come back on till, 4, 5, 6 o'clock yesterday afternoon. So we were without power all night and almost all day. That's the Santa tree. I like that one. Look at the little soldiers playing and banging drums and marching and doing stuff. I like that one. Hey, Lori. So yeah, we had power outage. Just got it on last night. Back again. And it's been on today, but then there's another windstorm here today, so. There was power out all over, all up and down the coast, into Portland. It was a mess. Yeah, high wind warning. Let's see how long it's supposed to last. Yeah, we also have flooding. There's a flood watch. It hasn't stopped raining for the last couple weeks. Yeah, 1 o'clock, the high wind warning from 1 o'clock to 7 p.m. So if I can keep power for the next 6 hours, I might make it through. We had to have a big fire going yesterday because we didn't have any heat. We have electric heat. Uh-oh. I just fired Frank. No. I think I just fired Frank. Yeah, now Rob's working. Look at that guy go. What the hell? He's got some moves. That guy's going, but he's not cutting. What happened? Rob, what are you doing? Well, I'll let him go. I don't know. Maybe he knows what he's doing. Rob, get to work. What the hell? There it is. I was going, what the heck? I got stuck inside that box, I think. But why is he not cutting? Is the cutter moving? It looks like the cutter's moving, but I don't see anything. I don't understand what's going on. I don't understand what's happening. There doesn't look to be anything happening. All right, let's see if we can start this again. Okay, let's lower that. Turn it on. Is that all I had to do? He's what? Okay, that's not right. I don't know what he's doing. Why is he doing that? Why? I don't know what's going on. Maybe he's trying to get over. I don't know. Let's go down in the corner and start him up again. The header might not be lowered. It is, but as soon as I hire a worker, they pick it back up, Matt. I wasn't driving it. I hired a worker to drive it, and as soon as I did, they lifted the head up.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Patrick. Anybody on the naughty list this year? Carol started watching a movie last night it's a Christmas movie with Mel Gibson in it, and Mel Gibson's playing Santa Claus. The name of the movie's The Fat Man. I don't understand it. Where am I? What am I doing down here? I don't want to be down here. And I don't understand what's going on. It's like Fat Man, Santa Claus looks like a gangster, or ex-CIA or something. I don't understand what's going on. I didn't watch the movie, so I'm not quite sure what it's about, except for Santa Claus has a day job as a hitman or something. Most likely you've been on the bad list, huh? They only had to check you once? Is that what you're saying? Because Santa Claus usually checks it list twice to find out who's naughty and nice. All right, let's see what happens now. Lori's on the job. Does Lori know how to run this machine? Lori, she's our man. She can't do it, no one can. Frank's here. Hey, Frank. Hello, I'm listening. Frank thinks he's Alexa. They're always listening. Now watch.
I'm designed to protect your privacy.
See?
On Echo devices, you'll always know when Alexa is listening to your request and sending it to Amazon's secure cloud. Just look for the blue light indicator or listen for an audio tone. Learn more by visiting amazon.com/AlexaPrivacy.
I was just kidding, Alexa.
I'm very serious. Except when I'm not. Got me there, though. I was about to launch into my whole privacy spiel again.
I don't know what's happening. It doesn't want to work, I guess. I'm just going to let it go. It's going to get where it wants to be and then start again. So I don't get it. I got other stuff to do. Or not. I got other stuff I don't have to do if I don't want to. All right, let's move this to the next field. And it's growing on me, so I got to get it picked up. I don't know which way the wind is blowing. There's no way of knowing. Willy Wonka. And the Chocolat Factory. Santa doesn't have to check to see. Yeah. I guess it's nice to know where you stand, huh? What kind of standing you are. Look, Lori's still got 1616 on there. There must be 1,615 other Lori C's. Loris. Now look, it's not Lori C, it's Loris. I don't know. Loris, that's kind of, how would you put it? Unique? There's lots of Loris. I've known lots of Loris. I've never known a Lori that spelled it that way. But I've known a lot of Loris. But I'm not a Lorique. I don't want to go to the dentist tomorrow. For more than one reason. We don't have dental insurance, so I have to pay cash when I go in every time. And just to have a teeth cleaning is $300 or $400. For 15 minutes of work. Good money if you can get it, I guess. You got a boss named Lori? One of my carriers was named Lori. And then let's see. Before I went to work for the post office, I was working in Department of Labor, and there was one of the gals. What was her job? She was doing orientation work, and her name was Lori. I don't know what to do with him because I don't know where the cutter went. Where'd the cutter go? Well, it's still not working. Just driving around. Just driving around. Andy knows a lorry. Andy used to drive a lorry, I think. Andy, were you a lorry driver or a YouTuber? No, it's a Uber. A Uber or a taxi or truck driver. Andy, didn't you used to drive a lorry? Yeah. Andy says he used to drive a lorry. We didn't call them lorries. I was a truck driver. Or a tractor and trailer driver. Well, it was a tractor and trailer operator. A truck driver. We were a truck driver, but a tractor and trailer operator. If you independently owned your truck, you were called an operator. Lorry people from A to B. I always think that would be a lousy job. Driving the unwashed around. The great unwashed. It's like, like I don't trust door dashers. I'll go get my own food, thank you very much. I'm lucky to be able to trust the person who's cooking the meal, much less the person that's driving it to me. How do I know they don't take a couple of French fries off the top or do something unforeseeable with my meal? Have you seen some of the cars they drive? They drive their own cars, and some of them haven't cleaned or washed the inside of their car for 20 years. Much less taking a bath themselves. All right, I gotta go get the quicker picker upper. Oh, what a moron. It's my favorite tractor, too. Let's start on the end that's already done, I guess. Has everybody got their Christmas shopping done? Hey, it's been a while since I've got a graphic artist in. I kind of miss those guys. Ordered the kids gifts last night. Are they going to get here? I think I ordered myself something last night that isn't going to get here. Clara Jackson is now following. Thank you, Clara. Got a free tractor coming for you. I'm doing great, Clara. Thanks for asking. And there's a tractor for you. Everybody that follows or subscribes gets a brand new tractor. All you have to do is drive it away. It only takes 2 fingers. Thanks for the follow. Man, it's nasty out there. I got my camera going so I can see the neighbor's house blowing by. Yeah, it's kind of funny because last week we had a little winter storm and it was 60-mile-an-hour winds and the power was fine. Didn't have any trouble. The winds were only 40-something yesterday when it took power out in half the county. Yeah, is Jenny still putting up with Andy? There was a gal I used to work with named Jennifer. I always liked the name Jennifer. And we never called her Jenny, though. And it wasn't because she didn't want us to. I don't think it ever came up. I just, knew her as Jennifer and just called her Jennifer. Jennifer Echo. I love Jennifer Echo. I can't remember. I don't think that's how the words go, but do I stream daily? No, I don't. I'm not a streamer. I don't consider myself a streamer. I stream twice a week just for my subscribers that want me to. But I'm not really a streamer. I make videos and enjoy making videos, but not many anymore. I'm getting too old. I started slowing down at 70 and I'm 72 now, and I'm just kind of playing around.
Oh yeah.
My mind isn't what it used to be, so I'm trying to slow down a little bit. I can't remember how many thousand videos I've got up on my channel. I think it's getting close to 3,000. I don't remember. I haven't looked for a while. All right, I'll let, who's driving? Hey, look, Scorpion's cutting the grass. Let's get around and finish picking it up, though. Oh, let's check on Lori, see how Lori's doing. Oh, look, Lori's actually working now. This is kind of where I wanted her anyway. All right, Where's my super tractor? Oh, hey, look. The Santa Claus is actually that's weird. The Santa Claus is actually a rig or something. And now I can't shut it off. Oh, no. My game froze or something. What's going on? Santa Claus broke my game. I can't get out of him. What? Let's see if we can get back. Where's my... Okay, I'm stuck now. I can't get out of this. No. It won't let me close the HUD. It's broken. No. What happened? Santa Claus broke it. Reorder vehicles. Huh? What does that do? All right. Now what do I do? It won't let me. It won't let me out. It's got me frozen in that mod. Nothing's working. Oh man. Oh man. I hate problems. I don't like problems. No problems. Let's see if I can get back in. Delete Santa would be a good idea. F1 is too late. I'm out of the game already. I should have tried F1, I guess. See how long it takes to load. It'll take a minute or two to load. It's a big map. Big map. Big map. Big bad map. Okay, remind me not to go to Santa again. I was just surprised that it considered Santa Claus one of the vehicles. We're gonna ride Santa out of here. Maybe he ran out of gas or something like that. Hey Scorp, have you played that Kansas map at all? The 16Xer? It does pretty good till it gets up to about 40 something. Then it starts slowing down on the load. I load all the live long day. I've been loading on the railroad. Yet the power took my clock out. And I woke up and thought it was 3 o'clock in the morning and somebody was taking a shower. And I said to Carol, who in the hell is taking a shower at 3 o'clock in the morning? And she says, it's 6:30. What are you talking about? I said, no, it's not. It's 3 o'clock. And she said, that went out with the power. And oh, I thought I reset it. Evidently, I didn't. All right, we're back. Now what? Let's go and check and see if everybody's running. Lori stopped working. Oh, no. Oh, it's because she's full. Okay. How long has that been? Hey, look, he's still dancing. I'm okay as long as I don't use that mod to go to him. Oh, it put me back where I started. Oh, I didn't save it. Now I got to start over again. So I haven't mowed anything. That'll teach me not to save my game. Most players will have this on autosave. I don't like autosave. I want it to save when I want it to save. And unfortunately, stuff like this happens. And then it kind of smacks you across the face and says, why didn't you save? This is God's way of teaching me a lesson. Now, teaching a lesson is one thing. You have to be willing to learn, though. All right. I got to catch up to where I was. Dang me. Dang me. Now take a rope and hang me. High from the highest tree. Were the beets ready to come out? I don't think so. I can't recall, though. Yeah, the beets are ready. Okay. Let's get the harvester here and get rid of the potatoes. And I've got the potato header on there, so I have to change that. Save, save, save. You sound like some kind of used car salesman. Why is it the only time that... Okay, what's going on? Not gonna work because I need to do that. Why is the only time mattresses go on sale Labor Day weekend? Everybody go out and buy a mattress. Come to Mattress Town. Decker can't get a dog any better. One bite and you'll agree Decker is the dog for me. And what tune is that sang by? You don't feel good? Oh, I hope you start feeling better before Christmas dinner. I don't want you missing Christmas dinner. Alright, so wonder where I put my other header. I got a sugar beet header somewhere. You got the flu? Alright, this is going to be trouble, so I'm going to take this. Let's throw some super strength on because I haven't used that in a while. And we'll grab this guy right here and just move it out. We'll just move it out. Turn it off again. Is Claire still here? Was Claire the graphic artist? Because I had a graphic artist come in. I thought. Oh, you're working from home this week or next week? Are you working from home today? You barfed at work? That's the best place to barf. If I had to barf, that'd be the place I would choose, work, because then they send you home. Especially, if it's like projectile barfing. Yeah, you walk in your boss's office, I don't feel very good, and boom! Or does that only happen in movies? Yeah, his company really cares a lot, man. Yeah, if you're gonna barf, go home. Keep working, but barf there, don't barf here. Just keep working though. Oh, jeez. I got a free keyboard with that one computer that I bought off the rack last year, and it's got RGB, but as far as I can tell, maybe it's only one color. It's all red, and the mouse is red too. And I thought, I've got a Corsair gaming mechanical keyboard, and it's pretty expensive, but it doesn't have RBG on it. It's got the keys are lit, but they're just light. Just white. Keys are all got. So at night they're lit up so you can see them if it's completely dark in here. Well, it doesn't even have to be night. It's perfectly dark in my room all the time because I have blackout curtains up and I don't put lights on except for that light that's shining on me. But anyway, so it's completely dark, and but I ordered a new one for myself for Christmas. It's another Corsair, but it's a couple models up from what I bought, and it's RGB, and you hook it to some kind of a software program on the Asus. No, wait a minute. It isn't. It is not a Corsair. It's an Asus keyboard. And the reason I did that is because the computer motherboard is the Asus, and it's got a built-in RGB program on it, so you don't have to mess around with all those extra wires and junk-a-doodle-doo that some people have to mess with. The funny thing is, when you're building a computer and you want to put RBG LEDs in it, and you put that, oh God, one of them is called Q, I think, CUE. It's a piece of hardware and software together, and it controls all your lights and stuff. It's confusing. The thing is, this keyboard that I ordered, it's got like about 20 preset ones. And they try to preset the ones that are popular as to how you want to set your keyboard up, right? And so, to me, that's a lot better because I don't have to install some wiring and hook it up to the motherboard and then get a remote control and do a bunch of junk-a-doo-doo, and then you're never going to change it because you have one that you like. You usually choose one you like and leave it. Now, there might be some people up there that, oh, geez, I want to do something different every day. I want it to be red and blue and green today and gold and blue and green the next day. That's crazy. I find one I like, and that's the way it's going to stay. So if I can do that from the keyboard using software that's built on the, right into the motherboard, then That's easy for me, so I chose that one. Thomas in the house. Hey, Thomas. Thomas the choo-choo train. I'm sorry, but that's what I think of every time I see Thomas. Thomas the choo-choo train. And I don't even know what that is. It was something the kids used to watch or read or some kind of a thing. Was it a series of books or something? It was a choo-choo train that had a face on it, and it always freaked me out. I said, why does your train have a face on it? That's like staring at Burger King when you're sleeping and he's watching over you in bed. Why is Burger King in my bedroom watching over me while I'm sleeping? What the heck is that? How many hamburgers did that ever sell? I never did understand that commercial. It started out with Burger King staring in the window at people. Next thing you know, he's standing in the bedroom staring at them while they're sleeping. That's freaky. I'm stuck in the rafters. All right, let's go check on who's ever running that rig. Oh, nobody's running it. Great. It's still just a setting there. It's just a setting. It's just a swanging. All right. We know what happens if I try to do this. It's going to drive all over the map till it finds the place it wants to be. So I'm going to take it right down to the pond where it seemed to want to go and start it down there. That's you, Thomas the choo-choo train? That's not a choo-choo train. That's a tractor avatar. It's a blue tractor. What kind of tractor is blue? A sad one. A sad tractor would be blue. Oh, you're advertising Viagra. Okay. That would be a blue tractor, I guess. All right, we're going to finally hire a worker. It's Miss Nelson now. Let's see what she's going to do. A Ford or a new harvester? No. What is the NH? National hypocrite. A natural horn dog? I don't know. I'm just making stuff up now. Come on. What are you driving on top of the roof for? I'm trying to figure out where. Oh, New Holland. A Ford or a New Holland. Okay. New Amsterdam. See, New York didn't start out as New York. New York was called New Amsterdam way back in the day. Oh, the doo-dah day. Just watching the water run down the street. A Ford, fix or repair daily. Or a Ford, found on road dead. I used to make fun of Fords when I was young because I didn't care much for Fords, which is kind of weird because I drove Mercuries. I had 3 Mercuries cars, but I didn't like Ford until somebody told me Mercury was made by Ford. I didn't know. I didn't know much about cars. Actually, I did, but I saw it was funny. Why don't you like Fords? Because Mercury's made by Ford Company. Ford Motor Company. I said, they just decided they knew how to make a car now, I guess. Oh, Henry Ford, he made the car. You can sell it in any color you want as long as it's black. They only made one color. Anyway, I didn't mind saying Ford, found on road dead. Fix or repair daily. I didn't really like Chevys all that much either, but I've had a couple of Chevys. Mostly we've had Toyotas. I had, I think, 3 Hondas. I had a Mitsubishi at one time. And I had a Suzuki Samurai. No, it wasn't a Samurai. Was it a Samurai? Is that little SUV, a Suzuki? I think it was a Suzuki Samurai. I had one of those. I had a GMC 8-seat van, like a luxury van. It's a luxury. It's expensive, but the reason I liked the GMC van at the time, Ford had a van called the Econoline or something like that, and Chrysler had the little minivans. Remember when the little minivans came out? The reason I wanted a van for the family, but I wanted the GMC. Why are you going with the GMC? You're very expensive. And I said, well, because the GMC van is built on a truck chassis. The Chrysler product and the Ford product are built on the K car, on a car chassis. And after a couple hundred miles, they start rattling like a cage. I want something more substantial. I want something that's got some bulk to it. And the GMCs were made on a truck chassis. Connect on Discord. Well, if you type in, he's on Twitch. Somebody'd have to type in !! Discord, and it'll put up an invite to my Discord if you type that in. So Mike, if you wanted to get an invite to my Discord, just type in ! Discord. It should pop up. I think it works on Twitch. Didn't we test it, Andy, on Twitch once, not too long ago? I can do it, but I have to switch computers and window out of the game. I don't know where they're going now. They're going to start another run. Let's go get this guy moved. I'm almost back where I was when I had to stop the stream. ready for a nap. I thought I woke up at 3 in the morning, but evidently I didn't. It was 6:30 in the morning. Time to get up anyway. Was that you, Andy? Did you do that? Good job, Andy. I think Scorpion is allergic to Twitch. I'm not sure. Andy's my Twitch guy. Andy, Twitch for us. Is it Twitch or Twerk? I can't remember. Let's go find us a plow. I want to do some plowing. Oh, wait, before we plow. Let's go pop a fertilizer in there. I need to make sure I haven't limed yet in any of these. That's why Andy gets the big bucks. Well, he's also our beer guy. Well, both Andy and Scorpion are beer guys. Andy brews it, and Scorpion drinks it. Where the heck am I? I'm not quite sure where I'm at. Oh shoot, I jumped out. Where am I? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. My farm's so big I get lost. You don't want to see Andy twerk. He don't drink the beer. You know I don't drink it. I don't drink alcohol at all, unless it's rubbing alcohol. But that's medicinal. So we're without anything to cook on. The guy vented it today, so that's one thing. And then we have to have an electrician come in and change the 3-wire prong to a 4-wire prong. And you can't get an electrician around here. I can't get one till after Christmas. So it's going to be January before we can get our stove running. Fortunately, I have a portable oven and an air fryer, and kids wanted to buy Carol an air fryer, and they didn't have enough money, so I kicked in the rest, and we got her a pretty good size one. I said, I don't want to buy some little thing that, you put a donut in and it fills it up. So we got a nice one. Oh, is it soup du jour already? Oh, I got a minute to go. It's only 1:59, according to my clock. Or something like that. So Matt seems to think it's time to have ourselves something to clear our throat, because as you can tell, I can't tell whether this throat thing is something like pollen or just old age. Because I notice my voice is changing as I get older, not for the better. Not for the better. So I'm just gonna do a regular diet Mountain Dew today, because that's what I feel like. So we're gonna pop it in. Man, I need new batteries. I need new batteries in this thing. Up that. It's just fast it always is. All right, here we go. Oh man, that's cold. And so refreshing. And right in the middle of a live stream, there's no better thing you can do. There's something cold and wet. I have to stop it there or Scorpion's going to get excited. Like that. Scorpion.
Oh,
we do the Scorp dance.
yeah.
Cheers, Lori. Anyway, that's the soup du jour. Diet Mountain Dew today. Just because I don't know what my sugars are, but they're probably pretty high. Oh, they're not too bad. They are going up because I ate just before I came on. All right. Sorry, I had to answer an important message. I have my daughter was going to come over and help us with some decorating and stuff, but she's in the middle of a flood. They had a flood where she's at, and a few days ago, made quite a mess, and it's hitting again. And they weren't there last night. They stayed here last night, so they weren't here. They weren't there to have any heat in the trailer. They're living in a fifth wheel, and if they don't have heat running, it gets kind of moist in there. And they weren't there to take care of that. So I told her no, we didn't need her. Just take care of her flood. Flooding gets a little bit, I don't know. There's no real word for it. Not bad, not good, not different. It's different. Flooding on the coast is a little bit different because you have the tide to contend with. You have the ocean coming in twice a day, or so you have high tide and low tide. And if it's extra raining during high tide, you're going to get more water coming, up over the creek and all that kind of stuff. I remember having to drive to work, and I live on the mouth of the Columbia. I had to drive up on the north end of the mouth, and going north, and then out on the ocean. And I'd get to where the water was coming in, and it would hit the rocks, and it would splash onto the road. But there were times when it hit so hard, and the waves were so big at a high tide. And I had a little Honda Civic, and I'd be driving on the way to work, and the waves would hit the side of the beach or whatever there, the river, and it would hit, and it would go over the car. And so I'd be driving, nothing getting the car. It went clear over to the top. It's freaky. It's scary too when that happens. Think of those pictures you see of those surfing guys inside the wave. That's what it was like. My car was inside the wave. As the ocean comes into the river, they've got the river banks built up with huge boulders and stuff. So when the waves hit it, it's supposed to stop it. But if the waves are high enough and the tide is in, it'll hit and go over the road. And then of course it floods the road as well. Rob's here. How you doing, Rob? Are y'all ready for Christmas?
Oh, yeah.
This guy's ready for Christmas. He's had his Wheaties. All right, now I can pull the plow out. Oh, I guess I have to hook it up first. I thought that was catch a star. Catch a falling star. And put it in your pocket. How'd you get a star in your pocket? How big are your damn pockets? Oh, I gotta go find my harvester. Cheers or Cheerios? Cheerio, old chap. Okay, let's go find our harvester. I bet he's full. No, he's not full. But he's getting close. Who's driving this thing? Oh, Miss Nelson was driving it. What am I going to do with all these potatoes? I got to go put them in storage or sell them. I'm storing everything, so I've got a lot of stuff to sell. But I'm going to need it because I was saving up money to buy more property. So when I decide, on Tuesday I talked about those 2 fields I'm going to buy. Well, it's a minimum of 2 fields. I'm going to need money for that, so that's why I've been storing everything. We're going to have a big sale this weekend. So Rob says he's all ready for Christmas. Christmas, yeah, sure. I'm just waiting for a big meal. I like the big meal. We get kind of burned out on eating at Thanksgiving because we generally do too much food. We do too many casseroles. We do ham and turkey. We overdo it at Thanksgiving. And so when Christmas comes around, everybody's like, oh, we have to do all that cooking again. So what Carol's been doing the last few Christmases is just doing a Christmas lasagna. Because everybody likes lasagna, and you can still have a couple of salads if you want with it. And a pumpkin pie and whipped cream and, all of that good stuff. Carol bought a pecan pie, whatever that is. And I told her, why are you buying a pecan pie? She says, well, because it looks good and I like pecan pie. That was at Thanksgiving. There's still half a pecan pie left. I said, I think you're the only one that likes pecan pie, because if that had been a pumpkin pie or any other pie, it would have been gone in like a day, and you'd be lucky to have gotten a slice. But evidently, nobody likes a pecan pie. Man, if I'm going to have a pie, I'm going to make it out of nuts. I want to make it out of pudding or something, like lemon pudding or banana pudding. Squished up pumpkin with spices on it. You got a rocket in your pocket? Rob, do you know what I used to do for my ma at Christmas, especially if I didn't have any money? They always like it when you draw a picture or something, but I always thought that was kind of lame. I would make my mom a list of the things that I was going to do for her. Now, I didn't get carried away. I didn't put on there that I'm going to do the laundry or I'm going to do the dishes for the whole year. No, none of that. Mine was a coupon. I would make a coupon book. And the coupon was good for 1 load of dishes or one load of towels to wash, or one living room vacuum. And then there'd only be a couple of those in the book, you know, maybe 2 or 3 dishwashings, and maybe, you know, I think my limit was 3. So I'd do 3 coupons, vacuuming, washing towels, or doing simple things that I could do as a little kid. And that's what I did. And then, of course, later I had money from work so I could actually buy her something. I was looking at for the other plow, and wouldn't you know, it'd be the last thing I clicked on. And of course it would be the last thing I clicked on, because once I found it, I quit clicking. That's how that works, you know. Carol's getting tired, though. The Thanksgiving and Christmas for the last 47 years, Carol has done almost all the cooking. And everybody just comes and eats, and then they leave. If it's Christmas, they open their stuff and then they leave. If it's Thanksgiving, they come over and they eat, and then they fill up big. They bring their own containers to take all the leftovers. My kids are nice. And I have to tell them, I said, leave me at least enough for a sandwich for tomorrow. You know, come on. And but we're getting to the point where Carol just can't do that anymore. She's getting too old. She's just too tired. So I'm trying to get the kids to start doing some stuff. And believe it or not, Addie is a really good cook. Addie she'll go on TikTok, whatever that is, and find some recipe and make it of something. And it always turns out really well. She's pretty good at putting food together. Recently, she's been making, her and her boyfriend, you know, he'd come over and they'll make hamburgers. But she'll grab a fresh baking potato and cut it up into French fries and make their own French fries. And that's a lot of work, especially when you can go to the store and just buy a bag of French fries, frozen French fries, and throw them in a fry pot or something. So Jeff's a good cook, and he likes experimenting. We had some extra chicken yesterday. He made some General Chow's chicken. No, what is it? Scorpion don't know what it is. General Chow or General Chong something. I don't know what it is. It's a spicy dish, though. And who's this general that's sitting around cooking instead of going out and shooting people? Because that's what generals are supposed to do, isn't it? Drive army tanks or something. The hell are they doing? People. You dang people on the road that think they own the road, and that the law of the road doesn't matter to them. This guy's parked in the middle of the road, but not in the middle. He's parked on the left-hand side, and the people that are driving on the left are having to drive around him. So he's double parked, but facing the wrong direction. What the hell? There's usually a cop around the school. Can tell this guy what the laws are like. Where'd you learn how to drive? Oh, you haven't learned yet. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. I'm not quite sure where I have to go. Okay. That's the animal farm. So is that where Miss Nelson was working? Over here? I think so. Let's go find out. Look, we can't see where we're going. Well, the chicken's probably a made-up dish. See, that's what people don't understand about Chinese restaurants. And I'm talking about the Chinese restaurants that are on every street corner. The Mexican restaurants that are on every street corner. That's not authentic food. Most of it's not authentic food. Most of it, if it's based on a Chinese dish, it's Americanized. They found a long time ago when they tried to serve Chinese food to people, the Americans wouldn't eat it. So if you want a Chinese a restaurant to make money, you have to cook it for Americans. So they created, dishes for Americans. And we eat it up like it's crazy, but if you sent us down to an authentic Chinese restaurant, we wouldn't eat the food. Turn my bacon on. Whoa. What are they inside the... Where are the bacons? Are they underneath? Oh, they're in the back of the truck. Are there no bacons on the trailer? Maybe not. Oh, those are cool. Look at those in the hood. We got bacon's in the hood. Let's go pick up some grass. This is like deja vu. Seems like I've done this already. Yeah, I know because I eat Chinese food like it's, no tomorrow. My uncle took me in, my uncle was a army man and worked at Presidio. He was a recruitment sergeant at one point when he got back from Vietnam. And he took me into Chinatown in San Francisco. We had authentic Chinese food and I wouldn't eat it. I looked at the soup. They brought me a bowl of soup, kind of. There's an eyeball looking back at me, floating in the soup. What is this? I ain't eating this. And they had some kind of squid, but it tastes like a piece of rubber. I thought I was chewing a rubber bicycle tire or something. I couldn't eat it. Can't eat something that's looking at me. I can't eat something that's looking back at me. Just same way with fish. They don't cut the heads off. Hey, John's in the house. You feeling okay today, John? Go on down to Chinatown. Now I'm hungry for Chinese. You guys remember thing 1 and thing 2? And I had thing 1 and thing 2 that would pick up like manure. It'd pick up everything. And I was thinking about it just now because if I had thing 1 and thing 2 here and I drove next to that thing, it would have picked up all the poo. It picked up poo, grass, straw. Those things were cool, man. Ah, John's feeling good today. Sweet. Egg rolls. And somebody was asking me the other day, they said, why don't they just call these egg rolls? And I said, what are you talking about? And they said they've got spring rolls on the menu. And I said, well, that's not an egg roll. And they looked at me like, of course it is. I said, no, it's not. A spring roll is different from an egg roll. I couldn't explain it to you. Scorpion probably could. He was a chef. But there is a difference between a spring roll and an egg roll. They're not the same thing. It's too cold. Well, you live in the Dakotas. Of course, it's too cold. It's probably too cold there in the summertime. The spring rolls made in the spring. I think it's the way they're cooked or not cooked. A spring roll, I don't know. They are different. They're not the same thing. I do know that. And I'm no connoisseur. I barely know the difference between a fork and a spoon. I know the main difference between a fork and a spoon is you can get more food in your mouth with a spoon because it's more like a shovel and you can just shovel it in. But then I've seen some people pretty good at using a fork for shoveling too. That's one of my pet peeves. People say, is there certain things you don't like? You like a pet peeve? A pet peeve is something that you get all hot and bothered about. You don't like to see it and stuff. One of my pet peeves is watching people eat. I do not like to watch people eat. When you're watching a movie or a TV show and the people are sitting there and they're talking while they're eating. Now, most of the time, they're acting. They're pretending that they eat something when they don't have anything in their mouth. Other times, they actually do have food. And they have to eat so much of it because, okay, you said something wrong, we got to do that over. Okay, we got to do that over. So you take 15 takes. Like there was one guy that had to eat a bunch of boiled eggs. And they had to redo the shot so many times, he started puking up boiled eggs. It's like, God. But anyway, I can't stand to watch people eat during movies and things like that, especially if they're people that have no manners. A lot of people don't have any manners when it comes to eating. And I can understand that in some respect. That meant you're hungry. You need to get something in your mouth. You know, and some people just bite and swallow. They don't chew. It's like, good Lord, how did you shovel that much crap in your mouth? That's because you're not chewing it. You're shoveling it in and swallowing. And anyway, it just grosses me out to watch people eat. Hey, there goes Santa Claus, little kid with Santa Claus hat. I should have wore a Santa Claus hat today. Because I don't know if I'll be on next week. Next week is Christmas, you know. All right. Do I have another field to go? I do. Let's get that. Let's get that guy working again. Your pet peeve is named Rex. Oh, so I guess the new Fallout show is out again. Anybody watch that first year of the Fallout show? I did. I didn't think it was too bad. They always find a way to screw it up, though, so who knows? Maybe the second season sucks. I don't know. I haven't watched any of it yet. And let's see now. The Fallout, that's on Prime, isn't it? Netflix has a way of screwing movies up and stuff. I don't know what their problem is. All right. Some of the mods, the beacons don't work. Beacon don't work. Oh, no, never mind. I'm not driving this. You can turn the beacons on if you're driving. If you've hired a driver, they don't know how to turn the beacons on. The only time I've ever watched series shows is if they put all of them on at the same time. In other words, if they make 10 episodes and they drop them all at the same time, instead of dropping one this week and then you got to wait till next week to do the next one, then you got to wait till next week to do the next one. That's how TV used to be. Now, a lot of times they'll make 10 episodes and they'll just drop them and you can watch 3 or 4 at a time if you want to, which is usually how I do it. I'll sit one night and watch 3 episodes. Then I'll go to bed. Then I'll get up the next day and watch 3 more. And if there's only 10, you know, it doesn't take you long to get through the series. I gotta go find my truck. Andy said he watched 5 of them. I had a hard time watching it because the actor that plays the girl, she's got like bug eyes. She's got eyes like that little dog. What are those little bulldogs that have the eyes that look like they're going to explode out of their head? She's got eyes like that. It just bothered me. Good old Mountain Dew. Oh, John says it's 4 degrees. Yeah, I was watching a couple that live in northern Minnesota. And it was like 8 degrees the other day where they were working outside. I guess you bundle up for that kind of weather, eh? Is Lori still here? Because she lives in Vermont. That gets kind of cold, I think. What does Vermont have going for it? Are they where they make the maple syrup? Or I know that's Canada, but there's other places in Canada that make maple syrup. What is Vermont's claim to fame? We'll have to ask Lori. She looked better than a pug? Yeah, she did, but her eyes were still buggy though. I mean, they weren't exactly like a pug. I mean, her eyes don't bug that much, but a little bit. Drop into the 30s. We've been in the 40s, and that's about it. Yeah, I'll bet that's true. Once you get an injury like that. Oh, Taco Bell wants me to buy quesadillas. Oh, they got something new. It's casarito. They've invented a new Mexican dish, casarito. Lori says it's brutal. Are you talking about Rob or are you talking about the weather? Raising Rob. Oh my God, that's brutal. Sorry, Rob, I'm just kidding. Anyway, they send me crap all the time. You're not eating enough Taco Bell. Come get some. It's a casarito. It's a quesadilla on the outside, but it's a burrito on the inside. Well, that just sounds disgusting. All right, are we done yet? Not quite. There we go. And I think this one's getting full. I'm gonna go get rid of it. So, first of all, I got to decide where in the hell am I? Where's my farm? Oh, there's the animal farm. So I gotta go 180 degree. You know, I used to kind of make fun of people in Hollywood because they raised their kids to be just monsters. I see another one of them, their kids killed them in their sleep. And, you know, I keep thinking, they don't know how to raise kids. Oh, I left my corn header out in the middle of nowhere. Is it cheese based? Well, it's hard to say. The casarito sounds good to me, but we'll probably never order one. But is the quesadilla, is that, isn't that cheese? Quite a bit of cheese in a quesadilla? Or do you have to order a cheese quesadilla? Yeah, it seems to me like a quesadilla is like a cheese stuffed pizza. And evidently then now they're putting burrito stuff in it. Yeah, quesadilla wrapped around a burrito. Now, do you eat burritos? Because I thought you just used them to haul stuff around. Is that a cousin to a donkey or something? Look, we've got straw to pick up too. I better get on that. And I got to figure out why this trailer doesn't have any beacons on it. I wonder if it's an option. Oh, Scorpion sent me a link to a truck I was going to look at, and I forgot to do it on Tuesday. I think I put it in here. Uh-oh, I don't see it. Oh, no. I don't know. I thought I put it in here. Maybe not. Man. Huh. Is that the only... Well, darn. I thought I put it in here. Well, now I won't be able to look at it. Was it a truck or a trailer? Maybe it was a trailer. Might have been a trailer. It was. It was a trailer. It's a bulk semi-trailer. It's Randy bulk semi-trailer. What's a Randy bulk? Oh, random bulk. Okay. I see. I see the distinction there. It looks like it holds some stuff. But what makes it special? Oh, it's ugly. What? Looked like it's already full of dead bodies or something. What is this? Capacity. Bale trailer. Is this an auto load? I don't understand what it's doing. Okay, it looks like there's 3 choices. Okay. A contract something what? A tire configuration? I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Conti hybrid. Off-road. What the heck is it doing? I can't tell what it's doing. Nothing seems to be changing, so I don't know what that is. A rim design, wheel bolts. Who cares about that? Cover design. What's that mean? Oh, it just changes the words on it. I like the Randy one. We'll take that one. Mud flaps, light. I want heavy ones. Now, does that mean they're lighter in weight or they have lights on them? I don't know. Additional rear lights. You can't have enough lights, I'm guessing. Oh, wow, you can put a bunch of lights on there. Yeah, let's do that. Put a bunch of lights on. Suspension height. Mud flap design. Wheel accessories. What was it? Add streamers to the wheels or something? Oh, that's ugly. Side guards. What are they guarding? Oh, it's here. Rack, some kind of rack or something. Man, there's a lot of options on this thing. Side guards, a trailer hitch. Do they make a trailer for it? Or do you... Light configuration. What does that mean? A tire gauge? What is that? What the hell is that? That's ugly. Main color. Man, you can have a lot of colors, I guess. Look at all the colors you can change. I'm going to lease this, just check it out. I don't know what it's supposed to do. Folding? What are you talking about, folding? What? How come it won't let me drop it? Won't let me drop the trailer. Detach while folding. What does that mean, folding? I don't know what that means. Lower left lift axles. Unload here. Tip side. Stop engines. I don't know what it's talking about, folding. Oh man, what's going on? Why can't I drop this trailer? I don't know what it's talking about. Mine is orange and Lelo. You like the Lelo ones, huh? That's a burro? Isn't that what I said? Because casa means cheese? No. Casa means cheese? You got to know when to hold 'em. Know when to fold 'em. I don't know what it's folding, though. And I didn't see any control. Nothing said fold anywhere. Tip side. You can honk? A trailer can honk? Advanced controls. Honk, stop engine. Well, that's the truck. I'm on the trailer. I thought. Turn on truck.
Mama! Hey, son, at it again.
What is that noise? What was that? Commute time already? Would you work overtime today? I don't know what that means. Folding. It's confusing me. I'm confused. Can you not reset this? I thought you could reset these things. Cell, view on map, reset. Yes. Did that take it off? Okay. That's one way to do it. Now fold yourself, you stupid tractor or trailer. Is that orange thing on the trailer, is that the cover? So it's the last weekend to shop. Hey Ben, how you doing? Ben's in the house. Okay, so evidently you can't take the trailer. What? I don't understand. How does stuff go in this trailer? I can't get the cover off? How do you take the cover off? Normally it's the N key. Oh my God, that's got some creaky noises. This trailer must be old. It's creaking and groaning like a 90-year-old. It sounds like it's falling to pieces. How do you take the cover off? You're alive? Ben says he's alive. I'm thinking that's what he's... maybe just misspelled it. Are you saying you're alive? Because I have to have proof in a court of law that I'm alive. God, this thing's the noisiest trailer. And it won't take whatever that thing's given. I didn't check to see what the thing held. What does it haul? Does it haul ass? Yeah. Seriously, what does it haul? Whoops. Go back. Well, it looks like it picks up everything. There's chaff right there. And that's what we're doing, is chaff. Okay. So, what's happening? All right, it's full of chaff. Why would it not unload it? You're dyslexic? Well, I figured out what it was. I didn't think it was Alvy. So I thought that it was alive. And that's the cool thing about communications. You can figure out stuff, even if it's in a different language sometimes. You can figure out what people are saying just by the way they say it. And if somebody's shaking a finger in your face and screaming and spitting in your face while they scream, they're probably not, trying to tell you that they are in love with you. They're probably upset about something. All right, I don't know how the stupid trailer works. Scorpion seemed to think it was the best thing since sliced bread, but I can't figure it out. Okay, that's raising and lowering from the truck. What does raising and lowering? What does this do? Oh, makes it go up and back. Well, that's fine and well, but I want to put something in the dang thing. How does that work? I can't take the cover off. No. Oh. What happened? How did that happen?
Hey son, at it again.
What's that noise I'm hearing? What is that? And how do I turn it off? Dang it. How'd that get turned on? Because I don't have the radio on. Um. Vehicle, yeah, worker, field lease, seasons, pause game. That ain't it. General settings. Radio. Vehicle only. It's off. What is that I'm hearing? I won't be able to put advertising on. Stop it. What the hell? Well, I gotta fix that. I won't put any advertising on. I won't get somebody will steal it from me. Is this the last field? That's the last field. Okay. We're getting beacons go. I got a ton of beacons on this tractor. Who's got the bacon? Whoa. Oh. Oh, God, that hurt. Oh, I'm stuck. Muscle your way out. There you go. Too many key bindings, eh? Yeah, we didn't get a lot of grass, do we? And those are not small fields. They're not large fields, but they're not real small either. There's that lone tree up on a hill. That's the weirdest thing. How does that one tree up in a hill that one tree on that hill over there, how is that rendered? How is that rendered and nothing else is rendered? How's that work? Because look, everything else is rendering in as you get closer. But that one tree is always there. What makes it different? Isn't that weird? That's weird. Go far, far away. We're going to go to a galaxy far, far away and twine around. And there's that one tree all by itself. Now the other trees are starting to disappear as I get further away. That one tree never goes away. How is that? Why? What did you do to make it do that? That's weird. Now see, they should have had that tree on that map we used to play Scorp. Remember that map, that lone tree map? Which it wasn't the lone tree. There were trees all over the damn place. But or lone oak. Maybe that's what it was. It was a lonesome oak. Now we got straw to pick up. the ancient tree, sacred tree of Antioch. What did I do with my dumpy truck? There's a dumpy truck. Pretty heavy windrow there. See if we can jump this railroad track. Oh, oh my God. Oh. I'm upside down in the chair. Ow. How the hell did that happen? Nasty railroad tracks, I'll tell you that right now. Flip it back. Flip it. Flip it good. Where was I going anyway? There was no oak. You took the oak tree down. Andy's notorious for cutting trees down. About like me in hedges. Oh. There's an actual dump spot. Manure. Let's pick this manure up. It's a slow go, I think. Be drinking your prune juice every day. Then you wouldn't be so slow. Oh, that's a lot more poo than I thought was there. 58,000. It doesn't get it all though, huh? Yeah, it's empty. It always leaves a little poo behind. Well, that's interesting. What's that all about? Don't take it all, because then you'll look like a pig. Only take part of it. Uh-oh, looks like my grass and silage is getting low. Oh, look, the robot's working. Go, robot. See the robot in there? Feeding cattle? What about the other one? Is he working? These cattle here, I don't know if these are cattle. Are these the bison? I don't know. Maybe. They just look like cows. What are you? It's an Angus. These are beef cattle. Can you pick these cattle up with your super strength? Anybody try that? Try super strength on the animal? I bet it doesn't work. Yeah, it don't work. Of course, I'm flying. That might be a problem. Nope, still can't do it. Well, anyway, I think it's time for me to go. Is Matt yelling that I'm over? Hey, Matt's not in here yelling at me because I'm over. So, the lonely oak. The lone wandering oak because he's walked away. Rolling, 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 keep those truckers rolling. The famous anus cattle. We used to call them Black Amoses. There was a Black Angus restaurant in Yakima, and we used to call it the Black Amos restaurant. Anyway, time for me to go. Why would someone yell? What? What? Oh no, Matt. Matt is Matt's my my time monitor. If it's 3 o'clock, he says time for me to go because I only live stream till 3 o'clock. If it's 2 o'clock, I have to have soup du jour because it's 2 o'clock, soup du jour time. So he's my timekeeper. So anyway, it's time. I gotta go, and he doesn't yell at me. He just reminds me. He monitors it for me. Anyway, let's see. What is today? Is Thursday. Oh my goodness. You guys have a good weekend. Get your Christmas shopping done because there's nothing more stressful than Christmas shopping at the last minute and hoping that, you know, if you can't find it locally, hoping it's going to get here before Christmas. The secret to that is to make sure whatever you order that can't get here before Christmas, make sure it's well worth waiting for. In other words, like a new computer or, you know, something very expensive, a new car, a new baby, if you're into that kind of thing. Make sure that's worth waiting for. That way you can get away with it. Oh, look what I got you for Christmas. You won't get it till February, but, you know, oh, I can't wait. So, anyway, got it done. Lori's all ready to go for Christmas. She's got it all done. Of course she does. She's on the ball and ready for action. So you guys have a good weekend. I'm not entirely sure if I'll be here next week at all. I might be on Tuesday. Thursday, obviously, it's Christmas. So we'll see. It depends on how much holiday stuff I have to do. But anyway, you guys take care. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you next time. There's my camera. Ta-ta for now. Gotcha, Lori.